Good morning, friends and family. It is the 30th of November, and this is your Monday message. I hope that it finds you doing well, staying healthy, and making early prep for the holidays, Christmas, and this special time of year. Speaking of that, uh, we now have new chairs, new seats in our sanctuary at Beulah Baptist Church, and it just makes all the difference in the world. You know, it's like getting new furniture in your living room and walking in, and you just say, wow. That's what it was like for many of us yesterday on the Lord's Day at Beulah to see those new chairs. If you weren't able to make it, we hope that you'll be able to make it in the Sundays ahead, because we believe that when you walk in, you're going to feel like you're in a different sanctuary. I wanted to bring to you this message this morning about the changing seasons. You know, it is getting a little colder here in the last couple of days, and a little front coming through the area. And while some people may not like the changes, you know, someone said if you don't like the weather in Louisiana, stick around because it'll change in just a few days. So for today, we have cool temps, and it's just really nice, and we have a fire in the fireplace, and it kind of makes it seem like the season. When it's a little warm around Thanksgiving, sometimes it's hard for people to get in the mood. When it's hot or muggy on Christmas, it just doesn't seem right. But I hope that with the changing of the season, that causes you to think about the Creator. I hope that causes you to think about the one who put all this together and fashioned it and shaped it and molded it, including you. He made you, and He made you unique. And the seasons and the changing of temps and the leaves falling, all of that has a story behind it. All of it is supposed to help draw your attention to the Creator, to draw your attention to eternity. And that reminds me of Ecclesiastes chapter 3. This just happened to be my grandmother's favorite passage in all the Bible. Ecclesiastes chapter 3. And she would often talk to me about it and tell me why it was so important to her. But she pointed out to me that it talks about how there's a time for everything. You know, we love laissez le bon temps rouler, let the good times roll. We love when the good times are rolling. But when the rain comes, or when the changes come, some people don't like change. A wise man once said the only one that likes change is a baby with a wet diaper. Well, the seasons change and things change, and there's a time for everything, and God has designed it in that way. The Creator, the sovereign God of the universe, the King of kings and the Lord of lords, the Alpha, the Omega. So, as I read this to you today, I hope that you'll meditate on it throughout the day and throughout the season. And here's what it says: to everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born, and a time to die. A time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill, and a time to heal. A time to break down, and a time to build up. A time to weep, and a time to laugh. A time to mourn, and a time to dance. Did you hear that, Baptist? A time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to get, and a time to lose. A time to keep, and a time to cast away. A time to rend, and a time to sow. A time to keep silence, and a time to speak. A time to love, and a time to hate. A time of war, and a time of peace. there's a season for everything and a time for everything, and God has a purpose and He has a plan. And I hope today that you'll meditate on that scripture, and I hope today that you'll think about how God has fashioned everything and designed everything in such a way, and there's a purpose and a plan for all of it. And if you'll embrace that and recognize that Father knows best, and all these changes and all these things, they're just a part of His plan. Stay focused and stay faithful. God bless you.